So let's talk The Greatest Showman.
Showtime.
Uh, yeah, so I saw The Greatest Showman. It was a movie. It came out in theaters. So yeah, this isn't a review because I don't do reviews. So I'm not gonna go into a spiel about. I kind of like to think about of these videos as sort of discussion videos. As I would prefer this to be this kind of these kind of videos to be like you're talking to someone after the theater, not so much oh this is my review of it and this is whether you or not you should see it. So yeah, I actually saw The Greatest Showman on Sunday. It's now Thursday, so it's been a little while, and it's an okay movie. It didn't really leave a big impact on me. I saw a movie like it's not a movie like The Last Jedi where I'm still thinking about that movie. Well, especially because I'm a big Star Wars fan. It's not the kind of movie I would typically see in theaters. It's kind of light fluff. It's a musical about P.T. Barnum, and it seems very. I can't even think of the word I want to use. Schmaltzy? Schmaltz? Yeah, schmaltz. Schmaltzy. It's overly sentimental. From the tiny amount of research I did on P.T. Barnum, which I'll admit is I just read up on Wikipedia. It's somewhat accurate in regards to some of the events that occur in the movie occurred in real life. Probably not at all in tone of what the actual P.T. Barnum or the actual events that occurred, which is somewhat to be expected from a musical. This movie kind of, you would almost expect it to be an adaptation of a Broadway musical, is the way it feels, but it's, as far as I'm aware, it is not. Let me look that up. Greatest Showman. I'm pretty sure I would have heard about it being an adaptation of a musical, and I'm pretty sure it isn't. And you yeah, it doesn't say anything. Let's see. Yeah, it's not. It's not based on a musical, which a stage musical, which it almost seems like it should be, and that the stage musical would be better than the movie, which is usually the case. And this instead, we just got the not as good musical movie. Yeah. That's kind of my feeling on the movie. Like, okay, it was a movie. Seems that was pretty much mixed reception, mixed reviews. I know I didn't blow up the box office, but then again, you have The Last Jedi out in theaters, and that's the biggest movie right now. Let me see, Box Office Mojo. I believe it was number 4. Let me check. Skidoosh. Yes, and its first weekend it came in number 4, 8,805,843. Star Wars made 71 million in comparison to. Then there was the other two big releases, Jumanji 2 and Pitch Perfect 3, also came up above it. Jumanji number 2 and Pitch Perfect and number 3. Pitch Perfect 3 and number 3. Yeah, I just don't have much to say about this movie. Hugh Jackman's in it. Zac Efron's in it. I'm not a singer. I'm not going to pretend to be able to really judge the quality of singing in this movie, but at times it did feel it felt like a movie, like the less the lesser version of a stage musical in movie. That just happens to be that there is no stage musical. Having spent a little time around music majors, I have to think that the whole bit with the opera singer is off. That's not how an opera singer, not even the fact that she's not singing an opera, but that's not how an opera singer would sing. I'm no expert, but it did seem very breathy, and I'm sure if I was around any of those music majors today, they would just rip it apart, even though sometimes they can be a little mean. What else? It did seem, I felt like during the movie, it did seem to go very easily. Like, it was just like, this happened, and this happened. And it wasn't until like, I want to say 3/4 of the movie, it didn't really seem like there was going to be that much of a conflict. And then there was a little bit of a conflict, and then it was pretty quickly resolved. So it didn't really feel like there was a well-crafted story around P.T. Barnum himself as a character. So those are all the thoughts I have for The Greatest Showman today. If you have any interesting things to say or anything you really disagree about me on that, feel free to comment below. Should be something to click on if you want to see another Let's Talk video or maybe something else. See ya.